This is the WASD and Beyond podcast. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the WASD and Beyond podcast. This is your normal fucking host, Matthew. Joined with me always is my co-host, Nick.
What up, everybody?
I don't have a cool little intro quip thing today. Like, you're just gonna fucking deal with it. I don't care
It's
anymore.
been a fucking week, dude.
Yeah.
It's been a week. You know, it's been insane. Honestly, it has. So.
Yeah. Been a stressful couple of days, but here's the cool news, though.
Today's my fucking birthday.
Yes, it is. Happy birthday, Matt. How old are you today?
27? Oh, God.
I'm going to be 29 this year. Shut up.
That's fair.
It's fine. We're fine. We're
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
It's
You know
fine.
they do say people don't find success until their late 30s, mid 30s area with things they actually love doing.
Interesting.
Please
Gives me
support this podcast. Please support this podcast. Please support this podcast.
You're giving me a beacon of hope to not kill myself, so I don't know if you should be doing that or not.
My
know.
gun's been staring me in the eyes pretty hard lately. But, hey, buddy, let's go take a walk. Suicide's not a joke.
No, it is not. This is not something
Not
that we
funny.
should be. This is the worst way to start.
So the beer I'm drinking this week is called Goblin King. It's by Brooks Brewery in Shelby Township in Ferndale, and it makes me not want to commit suicide.
I got another lovely little Budweiser here because I'm a pleb.
You're just a cheap drink, so you're a great date.
I guess, yeah.
You'd be a great date at that point. If I was a dude taking another dude out on a date, such as yourself, it is 2020. That's possible.
That's
good.
That is
Everything's
possible.
fine.
Yes,
Everything's good. But that came off bad. I'm for anything you want to do in life, by the way. I don't give a fuck if just as long as you're happy.
Anyways, it's been a train wreck. It's been 2 minutes.
It's been 2 minutes.
We should already just fucking cut our losses. Just that was this week's episode. Bye, everyone.
As long as everyone deserves to be happy. That's all I give a fuck about. Anyways, if I took you out on a date and I was like, yeah, give me a Goblin King, which I'm not going into that price, and they're like, all right, here's your Goblin King. What do you want, sir? And you were like, I'll take a Budweiser. I'd be like, sweet, you just saved me another $7. I'd be stoked, dude. Because I could drink like fucking 7 of these bitches in like a sitting, and they're $6 a can.
Yeah, no, I can drink like 30 of these if I wanted to in a sitting, and it's probably like twice as much of that for a 30 pack.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Those are our beers of.
Did you just spill it?
No. Almost. This week has been a fucking catastrophe.
By the way, it's only Wednesday.
Only Wednesday. It's just been a fucking uphill battle this week, dude. Like,
yeah.
Yesterday wasn't a good day for me, obviously, which we're not going to get into on the podcast. It's super
Right.
personal, unfortunately.
Yeah, personal issues.
Not good. COVID-19 just won't go away.
Yeah,
just
I'm
poking
over it.
at us like, hey, I'm still here. Can't get rid of me. It's like, all right. It's like that uncle you don't want to hang out with, but he's just there somehow every year.
Oh, he's always there, and he's always trying to catch up with you specifically. He's never trying to talk to anyone else, right? You're never like you're never safe for a little bit, and then like, oh, you gotta deal with him for a minute, and then it's like, okay, it's now I can go back to do my thing. No, it's like 4 hours of him just stalking you.
Hey, he's drunk. Uncle Randy wants to play lightsabers. Come on, let's go. Where are we going, Uncle Randy? Over in the corner. No one's there. We're going to play lightsabers. That's how you use the Force. No one's watching.
And now
Uncle
we have child molestation jokes.
Well, Uncle Randy, if you have an uncle named Randy, you know he's a bastard.
Yeah.
Anybody named Randy's a fuckhead. Any fucking ways. It's a good episode, I would say, so far.
It's been 4 minutes of us talking about stuff that we just should not be talking about whatsoever.
Well, let's keep going on with the insane then. So this week, Matt. So first and foremost, I'm not done talking about my fucked up ass day. I locked myself out of my fucking house at 9:00 in the morning, and my goddamn fiance didn't come to unlock the door until like 11.
Oh no, you had to enjoy the beautiful weather for 2 whole hours.
My
Oh no,
phone
what are
was
you ever gonna
dying.
do?
Yeah, I took a fucking 5-in-1 and I scraped the fucking weeds out of the
5-way?
cracks of my
Yeah.
driveway. I got that bored. That was annoying. But while Matt and I were on the phone, Matt let me know that one of my favorite movies, which is arguably one of the most controversial films ever created, is getting a video game sequel, actually,
Yeah.
which is very
The-
strange.
The movie is getting a sequel in the form of a video game,
Cannibal Holocaust. And if you haven't seen Cannibal Holocaust,
which I haven't.
which Matt has not, and I don't know who in the audience has.
Alex Ball.
Well, of course, Alex Ball has seen it.
Yeah,
Alex
I mean,
Ball.
he was also the one who told us about it, but whatever.
Shout out to my buddy Alex Ball, who is also a avid typo negative collector, as am I. And he bought the box set, and I hate him for that. Fuck you, Alex. No, not typo negative. Cannibal Holocaust is a horror film that was made in 1980. Thank you for correcting me earlier on that, Matt. It says it's what it sounds like. Cannibal Holocaust. It's just a fucking brutal film. A lot of gore. The animal killing was real in the film, so you do unfortunately watch a lot of animal abuse in the film. And yeah, it's just, if you want to watch white people get murked, check out Cannibal Holocaust. There was actually a movie that was made by I believe Eli Roth, called Green Inferno, that was kind of like a reimagining of it for like this day and age. So without the actual animal abuse and without like making the court system think that the director actually killed the actors, because that happened too.
Yeah. That part I found kind of pushing the envelope, but was also kind of cool. And I
Very
also
cool.
want to point out though that like watching white people get murked is kind of just like the recipe for horror films, because no one else is that stupid. Like, oh, what's that noise over there? Let's go investigate. Literally, everyone's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here right now. I don't care what it is. It's probably a kitten. I don't care. I'm out.
We have had it coming for a long time. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Anyways,
This has been a weird episode already.
It's funny. The next piece of news I do have, which is positive. The last piece was positive too. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the Cannibal Holocaust.
One quick note is that it's actually the video game sequel is being directed by the original director of Cannibal Holocaust,
which is super interesting to see how he's going to be able to transition from video games.
Yeah, so. This could actually be a really cool medium. Like it could be a really, really cool, interesting product, or it can completely miss because it's someone who's kind of, I wouldn't say out of touch with video games. I have no idea what his experience is.
He's out of his niche.
He's right. He doesn't have, from my understanding, experience making video games and directing that. So we'll have to see.
We'll see. I mean, something short of The Forest is how I would see like a Cannibal Holocaust-esque video game, but with more narrative to it. Because The Forest doesn't have a lot of narrative. It's like, hey, plane crashes, you go find your kid or whatever. I don't know what they've done to the game since I've played it last, which was arguably a long time ago.
It wasn't arguably. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
You played it when it was still in early access. I think it's fully released now.
Yeah, that's true. That's
either that or it's very close.
I played it when I was living in Redford, which was a long time ago. There's a lot of cool shit they could do with the game, but if they tried to go for like shock factor and like, ooh, that's gross, it's gonna be boring. It'll be boring. It'll be out of touch. It'll be outdated. you can watch real murder on the internet now and doesn't phase like anybody. A lot of people
I
are
mean,
desensitized. A lot of people are desensitized nowadays.
yes, yeah.
So to try to pull off what Cannibal Holocaust pulled off in the 80s is very difficult nowadays to people in internet culture and a lot of gamers as well. You see gore all the time in video games. It doesn't really phase you.
Right. The
So
thing is with video games, just going for like gore and like shock value isn't going to really get you far because it regardless of how like well you make it or how realistic you make it seem, your brain is always able to interpret the fact that this is not real. This is pixels on a screen type of deal, right? This is CGI. This is video game footage. Your brain understands that regardless of how real it looks, and so now there's no risk, right? You don't really care. Oh, this
yeah.
dude's face is melting off. Oh, whatever. That's whatever. You see that on a movie screen though, where you're using like practical effects and stuff like that, and you have it merged in with real actors, and that's where it gives you that sense of like it brings the stakes back up because you are seeing real people on screen.
Being traumatized almost.
Right.
Right. But like it's not to say that in video games you can't invoke that fear, that like feeling of holy fuck, I didn't really want to see that, but now I've gone through it. Because while playing certain games like Outlast, like you could certainly feel terrified and like, oh, I really don't want to go down that corridor. I have to go down that corridor. It's there, but it is just different because it's again, you become desensitized. But again, like Outlast, it doesn't just play on just pure gore, it plays on terror.
Right, exactly. It's the fear of it, and you're constantly terrified and you're afraid. You're trying to run from these guys. That's where the horror comes into it. Whereas, like you were saying, if they just kind of go for gore and shock value in a video game medium, that's not really gonna, I think, take that
You
well.
get a
That's
game
all.
like Agony,
Yeah, where
and
like
like
it looks
Agony,
cool, but it's like, yeah, whatever.
I you buy a game like Agony because you want to see blood, guts, and tits. That's why Agony exists. Yeah, exactly. Real
Yeah.
metal as fuck. Like it's all Agony is. It's just fucking metal. It's just blood, guts, and tits. But that's it. When you play the game, it's like this is not a game. This is just a maze I have to walk through.
Hmm.
Where like there's just a naked beast following me with big tits. That's it. But that's that. So the next piece of news I did have though is pretty cool. I think so.
Okay.
Zack Snyder's Justice League cut. It's real. It's coming out, which is awesome, and it's coming
Really?
to HBO Max
Of course,
in
it's fucking coming to HBO.
2021.
You can't just make
So,
it easy. You can't make it easy. It's got to be HBO Max. It can't be like, just let me
so yeah,
watch the fucking version of the movie that I know is better than the piece of shit we got.
we got yeah.
Yeah.
So
Please make it easy for me to watch the proper version.
the R-rated version. I'm
I
assuming
don't,
it's
I don't even I don't even care
Is it
about the
R-rated?
R rating. I don't
Is it
think so.
R-rated?
No, I
It
don't
is
think
a
so.
Zack Snyder film, so I wouldn't really
Maybe, I don't
have
know.
to.
I'm guessing it's just a lot of like producer, jumbo, like you guys got to take this part out. We want something in like this, and ruining just the overall flow and integrity of the film, right? I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
I want to see the director's initial take. I want to see the way he envisioned it. Whether it's good or bad, I want to see how it was supposed to have been seen.
The way he
Not
wanted it.
right, not with other company interference. Just
Right.
that simple.
Well, it seems that WB/DC downplays their audience and thinks their audience is ignorant. Whereas, like with a Marvel film, and like people are like, oh, hero film, not serious. There can be serious superhero films, dude.
Yeah.
Like there can be. Like look at Spawn is a perfect example of a superhero that can be turned into a movie that can be serious. It's very serious subject matter. It is very dark. It's not lighthearted at all.
Hmm.
It can be serious. The Avengers can be serious. There's loss, there's gain, there's just sacrifice. There's a lot of shit that can happen, and DC doesn't play on that ever. They play it safe. They play it goofy, and just DC has not really, in my opinion, knocked one out of the ballpark just yet.
Wonder Woman. Wonder
That's
Woman.
it.
Wonder
That's
Woman
it.
was fantastic. The Man of Steel, the first superhero or whatever, like the remake.
Superman, yeah.
Yeah. That one I really enjoyed. I did have some problems with it, but I think that was a really good job, especially because, Henry Cavill, my boy.
The boy, dude.
The fucking boy.
Did you know he's a 40K fan?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, no, he's dope. He's just an all around like he's a
You know what?
he is a sexy buff nerd, okay? What else can lower my confidence even
We
more?
talked
Like
about that
nothing.
in episode.
Like,
I'm an idiot.
yeah.
He goes, yeah.
I lost track. What were we talking about?
DC.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Wonder Woman was great. And Man of Steel, like I said, a lot of people had problems with it. I actually really enjoyed it. But other than that, the rest of the DC films have been just bad. Right?
It feels
They've
like they
been
play it
mediocre at best.
too safe. They play it too safe. Like Marvel gets kind of risky here and there. It's not like they're not being groundbreaking.
No,
But,
like Marvel Marvel wins everyone over with like the amount of humor that they put into everything, right? Like the original, like the first Iron Man was okay. It was decent. So was like the first two Thors. They weren't like
Right.
super over the top. Fucking one liners every other minute like the newer versions are. And you can see that like once that started to hit, they ran with that for everything else. DC, they try. It seems like they try really hard to make it very serious, but like then it just never really pans out, right? Like,
It doesn't hit the mark. It really feels like it doesn't understand.
yeah,
And I think I think the directors they choose are fine, but I really feel like it's company interference.
it's gotta be because how else do you consistently get shit?
Suicide Squad should not have been as bad as it was.
No,
But now
especially
we're
with,
getting the
like-
new Suicide Squad though, with James Gunn directing it.
Oh, I see. I'm on fucking board with that.
Baby boy, you best believe I'll be in that theater for James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
Speaking of Suicide Squad, one quick little thing here. I know we haven't really talked about video games, so we've been ranting about movies, but whatever.
Listen, it's expected on this podcast.
Anyways, Jared Leto and his Joker.
What are you about to say right now?
What we saw in Suicide Squad, not a fan of, right? He didn't really serve a purpose. He was really like mafia style, kind of like cartoonish, and he just didn't really have a purpose in the movie other than to like try to break Harley Quinn free. That was essentially his entire purpose in that movie.
Yeah.
So nobody liked it. I don't like it. I think what he did, from what I've seen, is garbage. It didn't work well in the movie. It made no sense.
It's a terrible Joker.
Right. The thing is, though, is that every single person has been like, he did a fantastic job as Joker, but we had to just get rid of all of his stuff, right? And like the only thing left is what we saw in the final cut.
Oh, I know.
So, like, I actually full-hearted believe that he probably did a fairly decent job. I mean, he's regardless of how good of a job he does, he's no fucking Heath Ledger.
He's no Joaquin Phoenix.
Right.
Let's
No, Heath Ledger's better than Joaquin Phoenix.
Did you see Joker?
Yeah, I saw Joker.
This will be an
off
podcast argument. Go. Keep talking.
Anyways, so yeah, I think that he actually probably did a good job, and we just weren't able to actually see it, and it's probably due to just like company interference.
Here's
like we
problem.
don't like this, we want this taken out of the movie, yada yada yada, and now everyone's like, yeah, you suck at the Joker. Like he didn't really get a shot, I guess.
But here's the problem: the costume is distracting.
Yeah,
his costume, his aesthetic, his everything is yeah, it's very the tattoo on the hands, very distracting. Minor fine. Minor. I don't have a fucking stupid clown mouth tattooed on my fucking hand. Like that's dumb, dude. Like, but here's the thing, and I don't think it's that deep. I'll try to do it though because I'm a comic fan. There are multiple Jokers and multiple universes. Blah de blah de blah. I don't want to give them credit like that though, because that's not how deep they went with it. They're just like, let's try to appeal to like tweens with the Joker, and it's like, let's give him some grills and like a head tattoo that says damaged because angst. No,
I mean,
it looked dumb. It didn't look good.
no, I wasn't a big fan of like his tattoos and stuff, but that's just you just got to roll with the punches at that. I doubt that most of that was up to Leto either.
That was not up to Leto. I guarantee
Right.
it was not. That's what I'm saying. Company interfered. They were like, let's market it to fucking tweens.
Yeah,
And
and then
that's
he's just
like-
got to do his
yeah.
best with what they want him to do. Yeah,
Right, and that's fine. But like, I really feel as though I don't want to say Leto should get another shot, but I feel like he could have brought more to the table. Like, and it's not
I
his
want to
fault.
see the footage that he did. That
Supposedly
wasn't
it's out
shown.
there. Supposedly it's not being released right now. But with Snyder's film being released,
Mhm.
actual Justice League being released, we'll see what happens with this. I
The
think it's
Suicide
too. I
Squad,
think
yeah.
it's too late. I think it's too late with James Gunn dropping his Suicide Squad, which is going to be fantastic. I can guarantee. But Leto has a redemption story coming up, and he's going to be playing Morbius
Yeah,
in a standalone film, and that alone has me hyped. The trailer was phenomenal, and I'm excited for that. Yes.
interesting thing, real quick. All of the a lot of the superheroes that we see on screen were originally a superhero in something prior that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Like you got Chris Evans was what's the guy from Fantastic Four? God Lights on Fire. Human Torch.
Johnny.
Not Johnny Sins.
Yeah, Johnny Sins. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Johnny Flame, maybe?
No,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
Johnny
I don't
Flame.
Whatever. He was the Human Torch, and then he became Captain America.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck was Daredevil, and then he became Batman.
But
Let's
Johnny
see.
Storm, dude.
Johnny Storm. So yeah, there's a few things. There's a couple of those actors going around. So maybe it's Leto's turn now, right? He tried the
With
Joker,
Morbius.
it didn't go well, and now he gets Morbius, right? So maybe now that's his standout,
Yeah.
his standout character. Who knows?
I will say though, regardless of what a lot of people thought of Venom, I will always give Tom Hardy Eddie Brock. With what Tom Hardy had, he made work. With Venom.
hmm
Like, he was a great Eddie Brock. He really was.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's good. It's good. It's fun. It's really fun. I think it could have
I've been-
benefited from an R-rated script though. Right? I think could have really benefited from like a little bit more of adult content,
Mhm.
which
Well,
I think
why
the
would
next
you-
one will be.
Why would you do that though? You
Deadpool
you-
1 and 2 weren't huge successes. They were.
you
both.
got to think of the making the money. It's supposed to be family friendly. We got to
Deadpool-
market to everyone.
Venom
Gotta
is not
market
a
it to
family
the
friendly
tweens.
fucking character.
But we can make it family friendly, and we can make more money.
Then
You
put a
see the
rainbow on
logic.
his fucking forehead. It's Venom. Anyways, this is not a comic. Holy shit! This is not
we
a comic
have
book
been
podcast.
way off topic this fucking week. Holy shit!
It's fun.
Let's-
What?
This
fun.
has been fun. Let's get into the actual topic, right? We should veer away from all of this.
Let's
we're,
do it,
We're
Oppum.
going way off course. Oppum!
Oppum!
Ammo! God damn it!
This week, everybody, we are talking about World War games, mainly World War II, because it's been beaten into the fucking ground like a redhead stepchild. Don't pout. Don't look at me like that. You're blonde.
It's not that.
World War II games this week, everybody. Deal with it.
Just feel
World War-
bad for the child that's getting beat in that scenario. That's all.
We've also covered child abuse this week.
It's
This
we just got a fucking whiteboard, just like checking things off.
See, last week's episode fucking is doing phenomenal. That episode's doing great. This week's episode, people are going to start listening and be like, turn that off.
Yeah, they'd
Fucking
be like, "What the
pieces of
fuck are
shit.
these idiots talking about? Like, this has nothing to do with video games. Get this shit out of here."
No, this week's episode is World War II.
Kerching.
So with that being said, I'll come out the gate, and I think the genre is so oversaturated,
I hate it. There's so many of them.
so overdone. It's really hard to play these types of games anymore, in my opinion. There are cool games nowadays like Hell Let Loose and Postscriptum, right? Do they push the envelope? No. Do they change anything? No. They're fun. They're new. Same shit though. Like they're not. I'm not saying World War II games are bad. All right, any of the Call of Duties, any of the Battlefields, any 15 of the Medal of Honors. Like, I'm not saying they're all bad, but it's no longer fun for me to kill zombies. And if I'm going to kill zombies, I would rather
Nazis?
Nazis. Sorry, it's same fucking thing anyways. Nazi zombies. How many of those are happening or have happened? But if I'm going to kill Nazis, I'm going to play a game like Wolfenstein,
Right.
where it's not just based off a war. It's not just, hey, let's go to Normandy again. No, don't want. Boring. Unless you literally give me a VR suit where I'm on the fucking beach running. Okay. As for now, I'll keep playing games like Wolfenstein, where I can beat the shit out of Nazis in very creative kind of ways. Those games are getting boring for me. That's me. I don't know about you.
I'm gonna start off by saying at this point in my life, fucking hate World War II. Anything World War II, I'm so over it. I hate it.
Yeah.
I've been playing World War II games since like the first Call of Duty, the original Medal of Honors, all of them World War II. Like I was fucking 10, 11 years old, right? It's been like nearly 2 decades for me.
They still keep coming out.
And there's still more of them, and they're never any different, right? There's a few in there every now and then that are like decent and good, or they have their own little twist to it. But for the most part, they're all the fucking same, and there's really nothing new. That's one of the reasons why, right? Another thing is I think it's definitely been overdone for me in personal life.
It's beating a dead horse.
Right. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm over it. There's so many games. I don't need to play World War II a billion different ways. I don't care about the gunplay, right? That's like the core of these World War II shooters is the gunplay.
Right.
I don't care about having iron sights, 8-round magazines, things like that, right? That's a hindrance for me. I love all of the new modern guns, right? I love all of the new technology, all of the different customization that you can do, all of these different optics and reticles that you can have, and all of this shit that you can do. Yeah, exactly. I want the now stuff. I don't care about that. It's fun to go to every now and then. If I'm playing a World War II game, it's essentially Saving Private Ryan, the video game that I want to play. Other than that, I don't give a shit.
Though it's 1,000 times.
No, I know.
Games.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's the one game, and I don't mean like Storming the Beaches of Normandy and all of these different games. I mean, I literally would only at this point play a video game version of the movie Saving Private Ryan.
Is Tom Hanks in this video game though?
Well, yeah, you get to play as Tom Hanks. That's the point of this game. You storm the beach. You literally are just like in Tom Hanks playing him through the movie of Saving Private Ryan.
Right. Okay.
And then you die at the end, type of deal, right? Like,
okay. Is there
I want to play that video game, or I don't want to play any World War II video game at all? Like that's.
Is there a hidden Woody and Buzz Lightyear Easter egg in this game?
No.
Not playing the game.
It's Saving Private Ryan. Why is there Toy Story Easter eggs in World War II? No, fuck off.
Keep talking. Keep going with your
I'm working on it. You're interrupting me with silly fucking nonsense.
I apologize. This whole episode's nonsense.
Yeah.
It's a war we didn't even get to experience. It's nonsense.
Yeah, no. So like, I'm overdone with it. I would actually appreciate more games like Wolfenstein, right? Where it's the altered timeline, right?
Yeah,
Like you're playing in
sci-fi
World War
almost.
II, but it's not actually how everything turned out. Like,
It's like Man
things
in
are
the High
different.
Castle. If
Uh,
if Germany won,
yeah,
you know
sort of.
that's yeah. Like, but like
Well,
along those lines, we know how World War II fucking ended.
yeah,
Show me it not like that.
right. Show me what happens when Russia's our ally, and then after they, I don't know, defeat whoever before Germany. I don't know what they do. I'm not a history guy, but
I,
like
I
what happens if Russia and Germany team up and now they're invading the USA?
mainland, right? Exactly,
Right.
exactly. You could do shit like that, right? Like you could do a lot of games like that, where it's listen, like yeah, we're doing a World War-esque video game, but the Nazis win. Okay, they win, we lose. Now
Japan
you are
wins.
what?
Japan wins.
Yeah, something
It's
other
Italy.
than actual
Italy.
history. Give
Yeah.
me fucking fiction because these are again fucking video games.
Yep.
Let me escape reality.
I applaud the games like Hell Let Loose and Postscriptum. Like they try to get their sceneries as accurate as possible to the real life events, which is cool.
Right.
That's awesome.
It's fun here and there, dude.
Yeah, but it's boring. It's boring.
Yes.
Like it's cool and I applaud you for what you're doing, but I don't care to play that game. Right? I can just watch Band of Brothers. I can watch I can watch
Saving
literally
Private Ryan.
any of the million of World War II movies
And
to
those
get
are
my
overplayed
fix.
now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like World War II games, they're just not fun to me. I don't know. They get
Listen,
boring.
I feel
There's,
like
there's a few fucking diamonds in the rough, but like there's literally we can just fucking
okay, I'm
we
not a
can go on.
dogfight guy, right? But look at War Thunder.
War Thunder's
That's interesting.
cool.
That's interesting because it's not boots on ground.
Yeah, it's vehicle gameplay.
Right,
Even though
which is
now that
cool.
it's more than World War II, which is also cool. They've
Right.
expanded.
Dave, the one game I do enjoy, and I do want to make a point here soon, is Day of Defeat, which is on Steam. Old fucking game. Those games were fun for me. All right, they're super objective based. It was arcadey as well. It was just super fun, right? Then Call of Duty, Battlefield, Medal of Honor, kicking World War II until it just tried to fucking come basically another game.
Okay, but Call of Duty did the same thing.
Yes, but Medal of Honor did it a lot more than Call of Duty did when it came to making World War II games.
Oh yeah.
That's
But
what I'm saying. Like it's boring, okay? It's fucking boring now. There is not, and it sounds stupid, but like it's like almost fetishized. World War II,
no, it
like
is.
let's just fetishize this war. It's like, dude, like I don't give a fuck, but let me play something different, dude. Like,
Yeah.
for as many World War II games as there are, what about Vietnam? What
There's
about
hardly
fucking
any.
Fallujah in Afghanistan, Iraq? Like, yes, that hits close to home, but you could still do shit with that. Or
Yeah.
better yet, make fucking fictional wars.
Like the good old days.
Like Homefront. Homefront was pretty cool. Did it execute itself well? No.
No.
But the concept was cool. Because
It was enough for me to buy it.
Yeah, it was sweet. It's a cool concept.
And then the bad game got a sequel, which wasn't any better. It just
Didn't make sense to me as to why that happened. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
money.
it's just what?
Money. They're trying to make up for the lost profits from the first game.
Really quick too, kind of all the way back. I did forget to mention that Serious Sam did get a release date on Steam. Check that out. And I'm really excited for the new Serious Sam video game. I totally forgot that.
That's because I cut us off because we went into the Snyder Cut, which then went into like a 20-minute fucking
Full-on
comic book
nerd
movie
rant.
debate. Yeah.
But no, like these games are getting fucking tired, and you can see that they're getting tired.
They've been tired.
Right.
One thing that I want to point out is okay. So like obviously for story missions, like campaigns, this doesn't apply. This is mainly for multiplayer. But um, can you do something multiplayer that isn't run a gun like Call of Duty, or go to said point and wait on the point until you capture it? Is there literally no other ways that you can make a World War II video game? Just those two for multiplayer? You can shoot at people a lot, or you can go and sit on a point.
Why can't there be a fucking mode, right, where the Nazis are literally defending Hitler? Right? Hitler's in a little bunker. You have to kill the enemy team. Basically, they can still be alive, but if
Mhm,
you get past them and assassinate Hitler, your team wins.
mhm.
It's like a capture the flag kind of. Why can't you do something like that?
Why can't it be a game mode like the D-Day paratroopers, right? You as the Americans are outnumbered in nighttime and you're
Yeah,
scattered all across the map and you have to work together to destroy and blow up like these, um, artillery weapons, and you have to do it against a much organized and larger force of Germans. Something like that, right? Like it's a game mode that you can do. It's not just like, hey, go hide in this building until you capture the point, and then you move to the next building and capture the point.
boring. It's
Right.
all
You at
it's
least
all fucking boring.
you have a objective to do that's more than just sitting around, and it also changes it up because now like you're outnumbered. It's not just your standard 10v10 or 20v20 or whatever, right?
Right,
like
right.
like say there's like 20 Americans versus 40 fucking Germans. There's literally you're literally outnumbered 2-1, and you have to use the night and the fact that you're scattered around to try to use that to your advantage. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I'm just like, it just boggles my mind that there hasn't been anything
For as much
that
that has
stand out.
right, for as much that has been done, it seems like there's a lot that's been left out. Right? Like it seems like they sacrifice content to play it again with the playing it safe thing. Stop playing it fucking safe. Let's explore. Let's fucking try to like create new things for this genre, right? Like I don't know, man, like it's just boring. And even the fictional stuff, right? Like Nazi zombies. That started out pretty cool.
That was, dude, the first time that happened in World at War. Oh my god, that was incredible. It was like, what the fuck is this game?
Like this is dope.
And
Mystery Box
then
rules.
yeah, and then they went and they did it the next game. I can't remember which one it was. I don't know if it was just a DLC to World at War, if it was literally, I think it was Black Ops 1 or something where they did it, but
I think
they
it was
improved on it.
Black
I think it
I'm
was
not
Black
sure.
Ops.
Yeah.
They improved on it. They added like the vending machines and like you can open up all these different areas and like
Right.
much bigger maps. It was cool. And then they stopped like implementing new ideas and they just stuck with that and then just didn't change it, except they just like changed the maps around, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they didn't try anything new. They hit a formula, they improved upon it a little bit, and then that's it. There's smooth sailing from there. No more innovation. Just done. Tapped out. We did 25%. We're good.
I don't play zombies anymore, dude. I haven't played zombies since the first one.
Hmm.
What's the point? It's the same fucking. And you could argue, yeah, well, so is Team Deathmatch, and so is this, so is that, so is this. Right, but these are literally pounded into the dust and then resold,
Right.
and resold.
And,
Nazis, zombie. World War II. It's like, holy fuck, stop. Do
yeah.
something different. Those big franchises, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Medal of Honor, could make a fucking Vietnam game.
Medal of Honor is dead now, so
Yeah, regardless. They could, and Medal of Honor tried to make like a current day game. Didn't work.
yeah. Warfighter, okay, Medal of Honor Warfighter was actually pretty fucking dope.
It was
It
okay.
was a major step in the right direction, and it was highly overshadowed. I just want to throw that one out there because
That's
I
fine.
loved that. I loved
You know,
it.
that's fine that you enjoy that game. That's fine. I'll give you that. But what I'm saying is, all these franchises, every time, It's World War II, World War
Yeah.
One, World War II, World War One. Dude,
Just give us
There-
something different.
there's something different. I-
There's the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Iraq War, and then there's the fictional. There's literally centuries worth of wars between the eastern continents, right? Between like fucking Russia, China, England, Britain, like all of these places that
Genghis
have wars.
Khan.
Yeah, there's so many fucking different wars that you can go off of. Stop going with the 2 American ones, please.
Even Far Cry tried to do something crazy where they went Far Cry Primal.
Yeah, at least it was something different. They tried to change up their fucking formula.
Right.
They put it in a new environment. They tried to change things up a bit to keep it exciting. I don't fucking care about Far Cry, but at least I
don't
saw that
either.
it was like,
What-
hey, that's really cool. Plus, amazing color palette for that game, by the way.
It was
Just throwing
gorgeous.
that one out there.
It was,
Yeah.
it was gorgeous. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. Like there's other companies that are like, well, we'll try something new. Like at least they're like, we'll try. If it doesn't work,
Right.
we won't do it again. Or
Right, exactly.
we'll try again at a later date. So like, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. It's just at this point, it's like, all right, it works. Throw it out there.
Mhm.
Like zombies, it works. Throw it out there, and every year you assholes buy it. You fucking play into it, dude. It sucks. And if you enjoy it, if you thoroughly enjoy it, that's great, and I'm happy for you. But at the same time, fuck you. Like, let's do something different. What about Vietnam zombies? That'd be sweet, kinda. It's the same fucking thing reskinned, but I'd still be like, at least it looks different.
Why not? Why not like instead of Nazi zombies? Why not like Japanese zombies?
Yeah,
Literally, just now you have like fucking like basically suicide bomber like zombies.
right.
You know, they're just trying to like kamikaze into everything, and you just see them all just fucking seppukuing each other and shit.
I'm getting sick of seeing the swastika. Okay, and I shouldn't have to say that. Swastika is boring now.
We get it, swastika bad, and we've been over this for like 80 years now. Okay, can we move on to something else?
Listen, I was told in school swastika bad, and all the bullies still carved it everywhere, and I got blamed for it. I didn't put a swastika nowhere. I know
mean,
it's bad.
You probably did.
No, I didn't. That's the one thing I never did. I never put a swastika anywhere, I don't think.
I don't think. It's a great way to defend yourself with a non-definitive answer.
What I'm saying is, video game, swastika, boring. Unless I get to kick Hitler and beat the shit out of Hitler like I did in Wolfenstein 2. Because that was sweet.
Mhm.
That was fun. That was a cool level. But like again, that's fictional. Like that, I like that. That's fun. It's sci-fi as fuck.
Right.
That's sci-fi mixed with old history. It's
Even if not sci-fi, just change it up, right? You can
Right.
add events that didn't actually happen and play off of that while still keeping a very realistic experience and tone throughout your game.
yes.
You know, it doesn't have to be like, oh, we changed the timeline. Now we got to do something crazy and off the wall. No, you just change the timeline a little bit. It's not that hard, you know. Just
Right.
fucking do it, yeah.
Yeah. No. I like that. That was good. No, I get what you're saying though, man. It's just I don't think we're in for any sort of game in that genre that is going to try to break ground or going to try to be different or anything of the sort. You know, I think it's all going to be the same shit, rinse, repeat. Every
Mhm.
console cycle, every next generation cycle, you're going to get that World War II game where it's games where it's we'll play our play our World War II game. No, play mine. No, play my World War II game. It's like, dude, I don't want to play any of your shit. But if it's the only thing coming out, then I got to pick one. Right? At that point, it's like, I got to pick something here because, like, there's no other shooters out, and all my friends are playing a shooter right now. And unfortunately, they're playing this World War II game. You know? And it's like, fuck. Like, you got to make hard choices at that point. And I don't want to subscribe to fucking any of the bullshit.
Yeah. How about we give suggestions? So I want to see some World War III games before World War III inevitably happens and the entire human race is nuked off the face of the earth.
Or COVID it out.
I don't think COVID's going to be the end of the human race. It's definitely going to be due
It's
to
kickstarting
our
the
own nuclear.
apocalypse.
Yeah, the human race. If not, it's either going down with the sun, or we're going to nuke ourselves to death along with this entire planet.
Yeah.
Those are basically the two ways that the human race is extinct at this point. So, can we please get some video games before one of those happens?
Yeah,
Give me some
I'm
World War
trying to go
III
out.
games before the World War III actually happens.
I'm trying to go out of my desk. Yes. Well, they tried doing a World War III game on Steam.
Yeah, and that was called, but it's just like a weird knockoff of like Battlefield 4 style.
Battlefield, weird. I don't know.
It looks cool, and they're constantly working on it and updating it, even though like it's not quite so popular right now. It's good to see that dev team is still working on it. They're still pushing out new material and
That's
trying to
cool.
improve their game. So hopefully it's a little more fun here soon. But that was essentially just like Battlefield 4. It was like that the whole theme of Battlefield 4. It felt and looked exactly like a Battlefield game with just like some slight sci-fi futuristic stuff.
Okay.
So
Well,
that's
okay,
pretty much all it was.
In that case, why can't we have like a whole sci-fi war?
I'm fucking down with that.
Why can't you give me a fucking full-fledged Warhammer 40K game? Not RTS.
They've been working on those actually, and they look okay, but it's not like
They've done Space
war.
Marines, and that's fine. But like, just like make a fucking dope ass shooter. You know, like a 40K game where it's like, all right, Blood Angels fighting, you know, Necrons or fucking Chaos Marines.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet, dude. Like, there's a lot you can do with that. And there are cool games like that already out. Like Gears of War. That's pretty cool. Like, there are good games like that, but like, it never fails to go back to World War II.
World War II with aliens. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, throw the Predator in there too while we're at it.
Do it. Fuck it, dude. That'll bring some spice to it.
Dude, that'd be sweet, kind of.
That actually could be kind of cool.
I'm pretty stoked.
Except for the fact that like the Predator would not be on the U.S. side, and well, I don't know.
No, anybody with a weapon's a target at that point for the Predator.
Right, which
Predator
means...
don't take sides. So, if you got a weapon in your hand, it's an unfair fight because any soldier at that point in time is not winning.
No, but a large group of them may be able to.
No, absolutely not. I don't think so. Please let us know what you think in the comments on Twitter. If you think...
I think a large enough amount of soldiers from World War II with World War II style equipment.
Okay.
I'm talking a sizable body, right? Let's say 1,000 men. 1,000...
Okay.
1,000 U.S... Not just U.S. soldiers. 1,000 any sort of soldiers, right? From any country with whatever equipment they had available to them, including tanks, fucking air support, artillery, all of that shit.
Okay.
All of that is definitely enough to take down Predator. There's no way that it's not.
I think if it's a stealthy enough Predator, not a young Predator, an elder Predator, and knows how to use the environment, I think they're fucked. Maybe not 1,000.
No.
Anyways, that's a different fucking episode. So,
what is that going to come up in any other topic of an episode?
I guarantee somehow it's fucking gonna. It'll figure out its way.
If we continue to go on if we continue to go on tangents like we have this episode, then maybe, yeah.
It's been a fun episode, I'd say. It's been an episode of fun. Listen, again, like, this topic is not a very long topic this week. It's really not. It's just an opinion on these types of games. There are World War II games I do enjoy. Like, I did enjoy playing a lot of these games as a kid.
Oh yeah, especially like not Brothers in Arms. There we go. Not Band Brothers.
Yeah.
Brothers in Arms was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Loved those fucking games. You know, Day of Defeat. What else was there? The
Call of Duty franchise back in the day.
The Call of Duty, all of the fucking Medal of Honors, because like you said, there's like 20 of them. I never played the original Battlefield. I got into Battlefields with like Bad Company too. But then even then, like you got new games, you know, Like there's what the fuck is the name of it? I just fucking the one. There's the original Rising Storm. There's Hell Let
Yeah,
Loose,
yeah.
Postscriptum. Like you were bringing up Day Defeat. There's a lot of like newer World War II games too. The Battalion or Battalion 1944. Oh, that's just Counter Strike but World War II. That one
Oh,
doesn't
really?
count. Battalion 1944 is literally just a Counter Strike clone, just in like World War II. That's all.
That's boring.
Day of Infamy is the one I was looking
Day of
for.
Infamy is pretty cool.
Right. There's there's a lot of new and old World War II games. And other than like time and the technology to enhance the gameplay and the visuals of the game, not much has really changed with like the core gameplay. It feels. I don't know.
No, it's
Maybe
it's the same shit.
maybe
Honestly, in my
it
opinion.
yeah, maybe it just feels dated because it's about a war that like we never had any sort of physical relevance to whatsoever.
I have no
Right?
attachment to it. Like I
Mhm.
understand the severity of it, and I understand the importance of these wars, but
Right.
I don't have an attachment like that to because I just don't care.
Yeah,
I,
it
I
was
didn't I didn't care when I was learning about it in school. Again, I understand it was fucked up. The shit it was crazy. Like and that was a part of our greatest generation who lost their lives. Very important for this country and plenty of other countries out there.
I just don't care to play the video games
No,
about
I
it
just don't
anymore.
care. I just
Yeah.
don't care. It's boring to me. I'd rather play current day video games with, current day wars or future wars. And in my opinion, if we were to take a break from all these World War II esque video games and then come back to it again later, I'd be
Then
cool with that.
yeah, you'd have
Give it a
a
break.
massive surge of interest in it, yeah. But when you're constantly just having so many fucking games getting pumped out, fucking World War II, World War II, World War II, like no one fucking cares anymore.
It gets boring, like we've said
100 times
plenty
now
of
with this
times
episode. Yeah.
on this episode.
We wanted to make sure that you understand we do not like World War II video games. In
And
case
we
that
will
was
not
not
play them
clear,
with you. We will not play these games with you.
unless you give us a large sum of money, preferably in cash
We don't want
or
to
weed.
work. Matt's more of the weed guy here. We don't want to
I
necessarily.
can do some finagling, and then you can get a little bit of something from it. All right, don't worry about it. I can
Did
make
you
it
just
work.
proposition yourself on an episode of this podcast?
No, definitely
You
not.
did. You did.
I would never do anything like that.
All right. Do you have anything else to say about World War II games?
No, I hate
Not
'em.
really. This is a short episode this week, guys. A lot went on this week. It was a very stressful week for both Matt and myself. Tonight is Matt's birthday, so we kind of want to just do a hot shot episode, right? Like, let's just get some news out of the way. Let's talk about a topic really quick, and let's just get through the episode. Let's have fun while doing it. So that's this episode. My plugs, as always, you can listen to the last episode if you want to hear all of them. But I'm going to shout out What the Famicom, Loser Podcast, YOLOdercast, sorry, and Diggity and Grief Burrito. I'm gonna shout, and of course Jay Priest and NDFX, and that's it. Those are the guys I'm gonna shout this week. You can catch me on every social platform. Just hunt for me on the podcast page. You'll see me retweeting all this shit. Flies.jpg everywhere. Matt, what's good?
Don't follow me on social media. It's not.
Don't follow
It's
him on
not.
social media. Don't do
It's
it.
not. It's not fucking worth it. All right. It's not worth it.
He don't use the fucking shit anyways.
I really don't. I really don't. I have all this different social media. The only thing I fucking use is Facebook, and that's because that's just my direct source to fresh memes every day. That's the only reason I even go on Facebook, is because I don't have the fresh source of memes on Instagram and Twitter. But regardless, you can still find me on Twitter or on Instagram and all those places, like you normally can. PBFreak42, because I'm lame. Except for my Instagram, I think that's it's Matt Grant.
It is that. Yeah, that's your handle.
That's because my last Instagram before I deleted it was PBFreak42, and I can't get that name back because I don't know the login. So that's why it's Matt Grant, because Yeah, it is what it is. What it is.
You're stressful. So
Yeah. Also, you can find me on Twitch, BBFreak42. It's not like I fucking stream anymore or anything.
we're
And
so
then-
lazy nowadays anymore. Anyways,
Yeah. It's
So.
I don't know. It's weird. You'd think that like at first I was so stoked during like lockdown and quarantine, like have all this time to play video games, and then after like a couple of days of playing video games like nonstop, you're just like, please, just let me do something in real life, please get me out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of this
Can I go
virtual
outside
reality.
just for a little while.
Yeah.
So
Anyways,
again, yeah. With
let's
that
sign up.
being said,
Yeah, let's fucking get this over with.
thank you guys for joining us for this kind of hot shot episode. We do hope you enjoy it. We did have fun doing this episode. It's just fun for us. It's a good goof. Next week's episode will be a lot different. It'll be more structured, like our usual episodes are. I'm gonna put the pressure on Matt. We should be getting the YouTube page launched soon with the videos that we record during these episodes.
Nope, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm a couple weeks behind,
So
and I
there
want
you
to
go,
do all the
guys.
work to get caught back up. Please don't make me do it. All right,
We're not
gonna do
gonna
it.
post. We're not gonna be launching for a while. That's our plans, though, to
No,
launch on
I'll-
YouTube, and
I'll
the
get that
episodes
up
will
soon.
be with videos. Blah blah blah. You'll see. It'll be fun.
It's
Take it
just
easy,
us
everybody.
sitting in our
What?
room staring at screens.
Yeah, we get to see our faces and us talking, and then me like yawning because I'm old and fat. You
You also get to see all of our vape breaks, where while the other one's on a rant, where we mute our mic and we
We
start
need
furiously
shot of
furiously
nicotine.
vaping while we have the time.
Yeah, big shots of nicotine. All right, guys. Thank you again for joining us on this week's WASD and Beyond podcast. We will see you next week. And until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Don't go outside if you have to. Thank you, guys. Take it easy.
Later, gamers.